Good morning. The coming part on the NOS bike, we call it the NOS bike because it's no old stock, not new old stock. On the Big Bay Scout, the next things would be to finish up the cam bushings here that are ready to be pressed in, but I was leaving them a little bit way thicker, so I'm sure that the new cover that will come doesn't need more play or something. Now I will demount the cam followers here and mount the cams back in the case. I will close it up a little bit, just to measure the side plate that they have now, so I can estimate the bushing width. So this is the new made cover, and we have this plate here. First I will measure this height, 18.27. So that is the width of my bushing. I will time lapse the rest of what I'm doing so I don't bore you with this. So the final purpose should be to modify this type of engine from the old iron oil pump to the more modern aluminium and lighter oil pump. For that it's a different cover, so we don't need an adapter plate, and it will be also some grinding involved and also cutting one of the camshafts so it can rotate our pump here.
Well, that long train's running, coming around the bend. Well, that long train is running, I see it coming round the bend.
Machining the side of this bushing. It is now the desired measurement. What I want to do now is check if they still go in. No, they still don't go in the cams. I have a nice reamer for this, so I will use it. cases. Yes, this is nice. This is nice. The next thing on the bushings, on the cam bushings, would be to mark the bushings. This is the front one. Make an F. And what I would like to mark is the cam followers slots here that I will file down from here to here.
From here to here. This is the rear bushing. Make an R. And we file down from here to here. And from here to here.
So I will go to the vise and file down this surface until this other surface here, so the cam followers can pass nicely and get down to the cam lobe. The cam bushings are now grinded. Yeah. It is raining, I have to go and put in my Indian. After that, I will make a oiling slot here and one inside of the cam bushings. The next thing I want to do is drill these holes here so the oil can also get in from this side. The cases don't have here a slot, so I will make also a slot here and drill a hole on the back. Next thing I want to do is put these two bushings in the refrigerator to get them as low temperature as we can. They will shrink, and put the cases in the oven to dilate them. The pressing was successfully. I have quite bad light in the room where I keep the press. I will have to do something also about that. But the main thing is now they are in the right position. They are communicating also with the holes. The slots are also oiling the sides of it. Everything is working very nice. Everything is rotating nice. Here, no play. And here I could see something. We are using Bonneville cams on this engine, so the cams are higher. They will lift more the valves. And my lobe is already touching this place here. That's the main bearing shell, so it doesn't turn that. So I will have to either put a spacer between the cam and the bushings, or grind this bearing shell outside off. I could not make this wider because the cover didn't let me go more. So I saw they have anyway some treated steel spacers that will come between this and the cam. This is one thing. The second thing is that the follower don't have space enough to get lifted so much. This one is good. So the cam follower is already touching over there, and over here too. It wouldn't let the cam rotate. So I will have to grind off a little bit from the cases probably, but this in the next episode. So starting from the raw material, it is a hardened brass for bushings. I was machining everything at home, making the bushings. I was very lucky to have a reamer in this size, in the Whitford size. We are in Romania, we are using the metric system, so all these tools are very expensive and very hard to get over here. Also cleaning the holes again after pressing them in, because if the pressing was done good, it should be smaller, the hole after. So I was leaving 300s to 400s of millimeter extra, so the brass parts were bigger with 400s of a millimeter, 0.04, then the hole. I was heating up the crankcase to expand it around 120 Celsius degrees in a normal oven, and the brass parts were in the cooler of my fridge, in the coolest place of the fridge, and I got with them to -17, -20 degrees Celsius. The pressing was going very good together. Normally sometimes they are falling in, and that is not really good, but these ones were still having some resistance, so I guess the 400s of a millimeter were a good choice in this case. In old cases it's dangerous to leave so much maybe extra, because they might crack when they get cooled down, but this one is a new case. All bearing places are new and nice and a little bit thicker, so I like what they did on these cases in Germany. Next episode will be about getting these cams rotating here and finishing up the timing part of this brand new made Sport Scout. It's not a Sport Scout actually, that's what I thought in the beginning. It's a Scout 648. It's a big base Scout. Cases are brand new, made in Germany, in thicker alloy, better alloy, so I like this project very much. So next time would be about finishing all the timing rotation here, and later we will also make a cam diagram to see where it opens and what the effects will be on this engine. I hope this was interesting. See you in the next episode.